Hi, welcome to Eden's Fun Crochet. I'm Eden, and I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for watching my videos, for subscribing. If you haven't yet, subscribe. Um, subscribe. I really appreciate it. I've only been doing this for 3 weeks, but I plan on doing this for a very long time, and I absolutely love it. It is 100% terrifying, but I know that I have to start somewhere. If I want to do it eventually, I might as well start now. And I have been watching podcasts for like ever, and so I was like, I'm gonna do it. And it's the perfect time to do it, right? Anyway, yeah, let's get started. So first, my finished objects. I don't really have many. I have my subscribe pillow that I have a tutorial up for on my channel, and I've been making hair scrunchies, and that's basically it for my finished objects. I have 26 here, and then I have like one up there somewhere. I have 26 here, so that means I made like 16 this week. Because I had 11 last week, and I have 27 total, so. But I put them on a paper, not paper, what is it called? Wrapping paper tube. They were on a paper towel tube, but they quickly outgrew the paper towel tube. I'm making these for my Etsy shop that I will put a link to in my description box. If you are in need of a hair scrunchie, go check that out. They're so soft, like incredibly soft. Even though it's just regular acrylic yarn, I use the Lion brand ombre, and so it's like just to die for. And they're so beautiful because they have like the white specks in them, which I just think is beautiful. It kind of like it's one solid color, so you don't have to like worry about like matching it, but it gives it a little bit more character, and it's not just boring. Obviously, I love bright colors, and like any one of these would go with this kimono, but my hair is too short for hair scrunchies. But anyway, I could talk about these literally all day long. Go check out my Etsy and buy a beautiful hair scrunchie. And then, so my scrunchie projects are living in this bag that I got from Jennifer Rice from Yarntasia on Instagram. So I just keep my yarn in here. It's the Mandala Ombre by Lion brand, and the color is Happy and Tranquil. But yeah. And then I'm using this beautiful hook. I don't know where I put it. I have my other ones. I have 3 of them that were made, the handles were made by Jennifer from Yarntasia. I found it. It was literally under my leg. But yeah, I'm just using a size 8 for my hair scrunchies. And I have a tutorial up on YouTube for them. So you can make your own if you don't want to buy one. That's fine. I don't blame you. I would totally do the exact same thing. So yeah, those 2 things are my finished objects. I've just been making hair scrunchies. There's no other excuse. I do have one work in progress that I have actually worked on this week, and not even that much. I have half of a sock done. I've never made socks before, and I am not following a pattern, which I probably should. I know that I watch a lot of crochet podcasts, and a lot of them do knitting socks, which I think is funny. Crochet podcast, I think. Anyway, that's not important. And they usually skip the heel and then come back to it. And so I was going to do that. And I was just going to do regular black yarn, but I don't have this specific kind of yarn in black. It's in core tweed. I don't know if you can see that. And it doesn't have a colorway. The color is 5854. So it has like these specks in it. It is 75% acrylic, 22% wool, and 3% rayon. I don't know how to say that. And I got it at my local yarn store. And so I went back and I bought a color for the heel. And I kind of wish I would have left a toe so I could do like a toe heel thing, but it's fine. I'm the only one that's going to see these, so. Because I just wanted something a little bit warmer for my toes when I sleep. Because I'm cold-blooded. I sleep with 4 comforters, 2 regular blankets, a heating pad, and my dog. So, yeah. But I don't sleep with the heating pad anymore because it's like April. But in the winter I do. But this year I didn't because I spent most of the winter in California, where it does not get that cold. And yes, I do have a heater, but no, see, I live with my parents, and they are warm-blooded creatures, and I'm cold-blooded, so, yeah, that's all the explanation you need for that. So yes, right, socks. I think my sister made this bag, like, forever ago. I have a purple one somewhere that I made, which I was like, ooh, that yarn's pretty, and I, like, pinned it, but really my mom or my aunt, I can't remember which one, they look the same, they're twins. I don't know why I keep whispering. You probably can't hear me when I whisper. They're twins, and I can't remember which one helps me. But anyway, so I have this bag. It's like a tie bag, and so you could turn it inside out if you want and have like the black be on the outside and the peace signs be on the inside. But surprisingly enough, purple is my sister's favorite color, and I'm like totally into colors and peace signs and all that fun jazz. And so we kind of switched bags because we switched as we got older. Personalities kind of swapped. Well, not personalities, just the things we're into. So yeah, it's living in that bag. So yeah, I'm using, actually they're slightly different. This one is 75% wool, 25% wool, 75% acrylic, sorry. So they're both wool and acrylic, but they're different percentages because this one has the little fluffy things in it and this one doesn't. But this one, I just loved that so much because this is like, the little speckles are this color. And so I thought I could fetch it a little. They're not exactly the same, but I think they're close enough. And this is color 6006. Why don't they name it like that? I feel like that would be the most fun part about dyeing yarn, is naming them. Anyway, I have been looking at a bunch of yarn on Etsy, and I have no money, but I totally want to buy like Harry Potter themed yarn. And like, there's just so many of them, and they're adorable, and I want to buy them all. But I have way too many projects right now to even think about starting anything. I need to literally just cram down on everything. It's ridiculous how much stuff I have. Oh, I also have another whip. I totally forgot about this one. I don't know why I like keeping like, oh yeah, I have this one. I need to talk about this one. But then I'm like, oh, I only have one whip. It's because I worked on it a lot at the beginning of the week. And then I decided I was going to frog it. So I haven't really touched it. I have a bunch of these granny squares that I didn't make. But I was gonna turn them into a blanket, and I like had them all laid out perfectly, and I took a picture, and then I freaking deleted the picture on accident because my stupid phone. Anyway, I'm gonna have to find that picture somewhere. I'm pretty sure I have it backed up somewhere, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Because I wasn't planning on doing the blanket anymore, so I was like, it's fine. I don't need to have that picture, like, whatever. But then, so I started, it'll look better when it's blocked, because it will be like, you can actually see the mesh. And then I was going to make a cardigan out of it. Wouldn't that be a super cute cardigan? But then I was like, I would never wear it, because these are not my colors. Like, I'm not into pastels, and it's just too much going on to go with anything. I say as I'm literally wearing this rainbow kimono. But where was I? Oh yeah. I decided I do want to make a blanket, and I don't like the joining that I used, so that's gonna go. I spent like a whole 2 movies doing this, but I was also hecka distracted the whole time, so I do have a lot of this sparkly yarn. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a border in this and then sew them together. I think that would be super cute, especially with a blanket. But I have a lot of this sparkly white yarn. But yeah, that is my 2 work in projects and my 2 finished objects. Although I guess this is kind of a work in progress because I'm still making more, because I still have another skein and a half to go through. I am planning on doing Harry Potter themed, like the houses, hair scrunchies, like black and yellow for Hufflepuff and that kind of stuff. I think that would be super cute, and then I could sell that on Etsy. It would pretty much be the same pattern as these, so I probably won't make a tutorial. I'll show you what I'm thinking. So this is not the right colors, but so there's 3 rows instead of just 2, like these. You kind of see it here. We have the blue, the pink, and the blue. I'm going to do that with the black, yellow, and then black. And then I'll probably just use regular acrylic yarn because I think I have all of the colors. Yeah. I think I might need to buy some more gray. I think that's all the gray I have. I'm not sure. Anyway. And I did buy the yarn for my November Sky Beanie hat by Hannah from the Cozy Cottage Crochet. I bought yarn for it. I have the pattern, but I don't think I'm going to start it until I get at least one of these projects done. Jada in Stitches is doing a calendar blanket, which I am doing. I have 3 of the 4 squares done. So I need to do the 4th one for April. Is that what month we're in? April. I have the yarn for it already. I'm making it for my mom. Because I'm thinking for her birthday. Because it's going to take me the whole year to make the squares. And then probably an extra month to do the border and actually put it together, because knowing me, I am a procrastinator. So it'll probably take me all of January to actually finish it, and then her birthday is in February. So I'll probably give it to her for her birthday, though she totally knows it is coming because she bought me the yarn. And she only buys me yarn if I tell her what I am using it for. Because she doesn't want me to just have a bunch of extra yarn. like I do, because I have plenty. So, yes. I will get to the November Sky Beanie eventually. I have been waiting for this pattern to come out because she's been talking about it for a while. And when she finally said it was out, I was like, on it. Literally, the second I saw her video about it, I bought it. And I don't buy patterns, like, ever. I think this is the second pattern I bought in the 11 years I've been crocheting. I don't know why I keep saying 11. I think it's 10 years I've been crocheting. Because I was 10 or 11 when I started. So like 9-10 years ago. But I always tell them we're in 11 years. I don't know. It just sounds cooler, I guess. So yeah. That I was really excited for it. I bought the pattern. Bought the yarn. And everything. Because I have like no size 3 yarn. This is all for acrylic. Like, it is all the exact same thing. So I did buy yarn for it. I'm so excited. Actually, I think that's the gray yarn that I bought. This was for the November Sky Beanie. But yes. So that is that. This video is a little bit longer. I've been trying to make them longer. I'm like, wow, 10-minute videos, like, that's stupid. Like, no one wants to watch a podcast that's 10 minutes long. Because, like, most ones I watch are, like, 45 minutes long, which I do think are a little long. But I just talk really fast, and so it kind of, like, condenses what I talk about. But, yes. I have these... So, I know I've been talking about a lot about Jennifer from Yarn. I'm done. Okay, she's on Instagram. Look her up. She has like these super cute stitch markers. This is a cupcake that's like a sheep, I think. I think my other one is like a s'more. I'll find it later. But I think I have 3 of them from her that she gave me. And she's really talented. She's super cool. I've never like officially met her, but I know her stepdaughter, and that's how like I got all this stuff. How I found her and stuff on Instagram, and she's very talented. She made this apron, I think, that's dyed like this, because she dyes her own fabric, I think. So that was really cool. You should check her out. She's pretty cool. Yeah. Thank you for watching. No, I don't want to end it there. I don't know what to talk about though. So I do have these hooks. I love these hooks. But I think I am not a huge fan of the hard handles, which is funny because like that's what this hook is the huge handle. But I like the hooks. They're a lot better than the ones that I have. I have like the rounded ones. I know there are like specific names and everything for them, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. But I do like these. My mom bought me a whole set of the rounded ones, like, I think it was like 2 years ago. 3 years ago. I'm 20. Wow, that's weird. Because, see, I have this thing where I am completely obsessed for like at least around a month. Usually less, sometimes more. I had a bead fade for a long time, like probably 3 years. That was a long phase. That's a bad example, but like I go through phases, like with everything, like the book site, like reading books, like be like, I love books, read like 4 books and then I'm done. And then like I'm a very obsessive, addicted, I have addictive personality, but then I'm just like, no, I'm done with you, bye. even with my food, like I ate the same cereal every day for like a month. And then I bought a brand new bag of it. And I think I still have it. And this was like 2 years ago. So I like absolutely love it. And one day I'm just like, nah, bye. I'm done. So yeah. My mom thought that was going to be me with crocheting. Because it was at first. So I'm left-handed, and learning how to crochet was a huge struggle. I'm not sure if it was because I was left-handed or just because it's hard. And I don't have like I have no hand-eye coordination. And so, yeah. So in my church we have this thing called activity days. And it was with just girls, but now it's girls and boys. But what it was everyone in that age group would get together and do activities, usually a craft. And we learned how to crochet. And everyone got it down within like the day that we did it. Everyone like struggled and learned and stuff, and they learned from it. And I could not get it. Like I could almost get it, but not quite. And so I gave up on it. I was like, I don't want to do this. But I've always been into crafts and stuff, and I love yarn. And my mom crochets a little bit. Like twice a year she'll pull out her big blanket and work on it. But I would sit in front of the TV because this was during summer, and I would just chain, but with my fingers, and I would just chain and chain and chain and chain and chain, and I chained like an entire skein of yarn. And I was like, I want to do something more than just a line, like, because you can't do anything more than that with chaining. And so my grandma came to visit from Oregon, and they don't really travel as much anymore, but once a summer they would come and visit all of their kids and their families, and like most of them live in Utah. And so I remember we sat in the backyard. I asked her to teach me how to crochet. We sat in the backyard on a swing, like one of those like 4-person swings, and she taught me how to crochet within like minutes. And I've been trying to learn how to crochet for like a month, and I couldn't do it. And she was like, I know you're left-handed, but try doing it right-handed because that's how I know how to teach you. And so I was like, okay, like perfect. And I'm so glad she taught me how to crochet right-handed, so I don't have to like flip patterns or worry about any of that kind of stuff. Like if you are left-handed and you want to learn how to crochet, learn with your right hand. Please. Do yourself a favor. I know it might be a little bit harder because you're not used to using your right hand, but A, it will make it easier to use your right hand with other things because you have more control over it, and B, patterns and YouTube videos, it's a struggle to try and reverse everything, and I don't even fully understand it. So learn to crochet with your right hand for your own good. Anyway, so we sat on the swing, and within minutes, I was wrapping the yarn in the wrong direction. Like that. Anyway, and when you do that, it doesn't stay on your hook. And anyway, this is a tangent on top of a tangent. My grandma taught me how to crochet. I absolutely loved it. I crocheted for like a year, and then I learned another stitch. I literally knew 2 stitches. And I kind of, like, I crocheted some here and there. Like, then I would have told you, yeah, I love to crochet, but nah. I think I had like a grocery bag full of yarn. Like, that's how much I loved to crochet. All the way up until I was like 15 probably. And I had like maybe a scarf, a hat. Like, I pretended that I was a crocheter. But anyway, and then I met my best friend. Well, my friend Christina. We were best friends. We're still friends, but like you grow apart when you're older. We were in high school together, so like, but we're still friends. Okay, we're still friends. And she crocheted, like she was a crocheter, like this kind of crocheter. And we went on a trip to Yellowstone with her family, and she was making like an elephant and a sweater, and she was like working on all these projects, and we were gone for like a whole week, and so we had lots of time to crochet, and that kind of brought me back to it because I kind of stopped for a hot minute, and it brought me back into it, and I was like, I loved it, and it took off from there. Anyway, so my mom totally thought that it was going to be a phase, and it was for a bit, but then I picked it back up, and when I was probably 15, 16, I picked it back up. So, started to crochet when I was 10, maybe 11, and then crocheted for a few years, stopped for maybe a year or so, started again for 2 solid years, and like I made a lot of things in those 2 years. And she bought me a whole set of, like, I had like 2 or 3 crochet hooks that were hers that I had stolen. Finally got a crochet set, like with the hooks and everything, for my birthday when I was 17. Took that long. But only because I have a track record, okay? I totally, like, I still have beads that I never touch because it was a longer phase, and so she was like, yeah, like, this is something she's gonna, like, stick to. And then she bought me all the stuff, and I even have, like, one of those, like, containers with, like, the drawers and the different, like, ways of organizing it, and, like, it's, like, fancy, that I bought brand new. And, like, we don't do that. We, especially because everything I do is a phase, and so I never get, like, the nice stuff. And so I have the nice bead set, and I don't use it. I was totally into jewelry making. I had, like, 30 pairs of earrings and necklaces and bracelets, and I don't really wear a lot of jewelry. I do wear a lot of bracelets, but that is unimportant. Yes, so I like these hooks. Better than the set that my mom gave me. But the only problem is I have carpal tunnel, and these don't like my carpal tunnel. I do love these. These are like the Walmart brand of the clover hooks that are all the rage, but they are kind of expensive, so I only have a couple of them. But these I didn't think were going to help me as much as they did. Because, like, I hear about it all the time on YouTube and different crochet podcasts that these are good hooks, especially for arthritis and stuff like that. And so I told my mom I wanted some, and she's like, nah, you don't need those. And so I went out and I bought just 3 basic sizes, I think. And it took me a while to tell the difference, but when I go back to the regular ones, the regular hooks without the handle, I could feel a difference. Within like 20 minutes of crocheting, my wrists are stiff, my fingers are swollen, like I need to put ice on them, and like I could crochet all day, and then to have the same problem as without the handle within like 20-30 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on how tight I'm holding it. That's another thing. I hold my hooks really tight, and so that like puts a lot of tension in my hands. So, which also makes me crochet tighter, which makes it, anyway, crochet tension is a thing. So yeah, those are the different kind of hooks that I use. I really like these. I might try and look for ones like this that have the handle. I don't know if the Clover ones do or not. They're expensive, and I don't have a job right now. So, buy my scrunchies. Help me buy hooks. Wow, that was a bad way of promoting myself. Wow, I cannot talk. I would say not talk today, but I can never talk because I talk so fast that I trip over my words. Anyway, fun hooks. What do you like to use? Do you have any suggestions on where to find good hooks or anything like that? Like, I'm talking to you like if I have people who actually watch these videos and actually comment. So, yes, you can find me on all my social media as Eden's Fun Crochet. So, my YouTube, my Instagram, my Etsy. I think that's it. I don't have like a Twitter or anything like that. And I'm not on Ravelry. Not yet, anyway. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can email me at edensfuncrochet@gmail.com. Thank you for watching my video. And please subscribe to my channel. Check out my subscribe pillow tutorial if you are interested in having a subscribe pillow. I did make it specifically to fit in my bookshelf, but as you can see, it is a pretty decent size. And I actually really like the square look better than the rectangular look. But I do know that Krista from The Secret Yarnery has super cute subscribe pillow. But she does not have a pattern for it. She's planning on making a pattern eventually, but I don't know when. But you can go ahead and check out my subscribe pillow tutorial on my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye!